Hello, everybody. This is Pastor Green. We're going to do another Read the Bible in 1 year, day 46, Numbers 23 through 25. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, click the notification bell. That way you get updated whenever I post a new video. Like the video and also comment. Even if you say hi, thank you, thumbs up, smiley face. It really helps with the algorithm. Remember, I'm dyslexic and I stutter, so when I say a big word, sometimes I get confused. Just bear with me. And here we go. Numbers chapter 23. And Balaam said unto Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 oxen and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had spoken, and Balak and Balaam offered every altar a burnt offering and a ram. And Balak said unto Balak, Stand to thy burnt offering, and I will go. Peradventure the Lord will come to meet me, and whatsoever he showeth me I will tell thee. And he went out to a high place. And God met Balaam, and he said unto him, I have prepared 7 altars, and I have offered upon every altar a bullock and a ram. And the Lord put a word in Balak's mouth and said, Return unto Balak, for thus saith the, so thus thou shalt speak. And he returned unto him, and lo, he stood by his burnt sacrifice, he and all the princes of Moab. And he took upon a parable and said, Balak the king of Moab has brought me from Aram, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse me Jacob, and come defy Israel. How shall I curse whom God has not cursed? Or how shall I defy whom God has not defiled? For whom the top of the rocks I see him, and from the hills I behold him. Lo, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. And who can count the dust of the Jacob, and the number of the 4th part of Israel? Let me die, the death of the righteous, and let the last end be like this, be like his. And Balak said to Balaam, What hast thou done unto me? I took thee cursed mine enemies, and behold, thou hast blessed them altogether. And he answered, and he said, Must I not take heed to speak which the Lord has put in my mouth? And Balak said unto him, Come, I pray thee, with me another place, from which you mayest see them, and thou shalt see the utmost part of them, and shalt not see them all, and curse me that I from hence. And he brought him to the field of Zophim, to the top of Pisgah, and built 7 altars, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. And he said unto Balak, Stand here in thy burnt offering, while I meet the Lord yonder. And the Lord met Balaam, and put a word in his mouth, and said, Go again to Balak, and say this. And when he came unto him, behold, he stood by his burnt offerings, and the prince of Moab with him. And Balak said unto him, What has the Lord spoken? And he took his parable and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear. Hearken unto me, thy son of Zippor. God is not a man that he should lie, neither the son of man, so that he should repent. He has said, shall he not do it? And has he spoken? And how shall he make it good? Behold, I have received commandments to bless, and hast blessed. I cannot reverse it. He has not beheld iniquity of Jacob, neither has he seen perverseness in Israel. The Lord has God with him, and the shout of a king among them. God brought them out of Egypt, and he as it was the strength of a unicorn. Surely there was no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to the time it shall say to Jacob and Israel, What has God wrought? Behold, the people shall rise up as a great lion, and lift up himself as a young lion. He shall not lie down until he eat of the prey, and drink of the blood of the slain. And Balak said unto Balaam, Neither curse them at all, nor bless them at all. But Balak answered and said unto Balak, Told not I thee, saying, All the Lord spaketh that I must do? And Balak said to Balaam, Come, I pray thee, I will bring thee to another place. Peradventure it will please God, that thou mayest curse me to thence. And Balak brought Balaam to the top of Peor, that looketh towards Jessamine. And Balaam said to Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare here 7 bullocks and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam had said, and offered a bullock and a ram on every altar. Numbers chapter 24. And when Balaam saw it, he pleased the Lord to bless Israel. He went not, as the other times, to seek for enchantments, but he set his face towards the wilderness. And Balak lifted his eyes, and he saw Israel abiding in the tents according to their tribes, and the Spirit of the Lord God came upon him. And he took his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor has said, as the man whose eyes have opened had said. He has said, which he heard the words of God, which saw the vision of the Almighty, fallen into a trance, but having his eyes open. How godly are thy tents, O Jacob, and thy tabernacles, O Israel, and the valleys that are spread forth as gardens by the riverside, by the trees of thine aloes which the Lord has planted, as a cedar tree besides the waters. He shall pour the water out of his buckets, and his sheep shall be in many waters, and the king shall be higher than Agag, and his kingdom shall be exalted. God brought him forth out of Egypt, and has it were the strength of a unicorn. He shall eat up the nations his enemies, and shall break their bones, and pierce them through with his arrows. He couched and laid down as a lion, as a great lion. Who shall stir him up? Besides he that blesses thee, and curses thee that curses thee. And Balak's answer was kindred against Balaam, and he smote his hands together. And Balak said unto Balaam, I call to thee to curse mine enemies, and behold, thou hast altogether blessed them these 3 times. Therefore now flee unto thy place. I thought to promote thee into a great honor, but lo, the Lord has kept me back from honor. And Balaam said unto Balak, Speak I not also to the messengers which thou sendest unto me, saying, If Balak would give me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot be on the commandment of the Lord, to do either good or bad of my own mind, but what the Lord saith I will speak. And now behold, I go unto my people. Come therefore, and I will advise thee of what the people shall do in thy people in thy later days. And he took up a parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor said, and the man whose eyes have opened had said, He has said which he heard the words of God, and know the knowledge of the Most High, which saw the vision of the Almighty fallen into a trance, but having his eyes open. I shall see him, but not now. I shall behold him, but not nigh. There shall come a star out of Jacob, and a sepulchre shall rise out of Israel, and shall smote the corners of Moab, and destroy all the children of Sheath. And Edom shall be a possession, Seir also shall be a possession for his enemies, and Israel shall do valiantly. Out of Jacob shall come he that shall have dominion, and shall destroy him that remaineth of the city. When he looked upon Amalek, he took his parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but the latter end shall be him that perishes forever. And he looked upon the Canaanites, and took up his parable and said, Strong is thy dwelling place, and thou puttest thy nest in a rock. Nevertheless, the Canaanites shall be wasted until Esher shall carry away thee captive. And he took up the parable and said, Alas, who shall live when God does this? A ship shall come from the coast of Shittim, and shall affect Ashur, and shall afflict Eber, and shall also perish forever. And Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place, and Balak also went his way. Numbers chapter 25. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people into sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself to Baal Peor, and the angel of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, Take all the heads of thy people, and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. And Moses said unto the judges of Israel, Slay ye every one of his men that were joined unto Balfour. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman for the sight of Moses, and in the sight of the congregation, the children of Israel, who was weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron, the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation, and took a javelin in his hand. And he went after the man of Israel to the tent, and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, has turned my wrath from the children of Israel, while he was jealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel from my jealousy. Wherefore say, Behold, I give unto him covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for the God, and made atonement for the children of Israel. Now the name of the Israelitish that was slain, even that was slain was a Midianitish woman, was Zimri, the son of Sul, the prince of the chief house among the Simeonites. And the name of the Midianitish woman that was slain was Kobed, the daughter of Zur. It was head over the people in the chief house of Midian. And the Lord spoke unto Moses, saying, Vex the Midianites, and smite them, for they vex you with their wiles, wherefore they have beguiled you in the manner of Peor, and the manner of Kobe, the daughter of Prince of Meirna, their daughters, which was slain on the day of the plague, for Peor's sake. Well, guys, that's the video. I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you subscribe, click the notification bell, like the video, and also comment. I'm going to put a couple links on the screen. The bottom right is going to be the Read the Bible in 1 Year study. The top left is going to be a video. The top left is going to be a playlist that I think you might benefit from, and the bottom left is going to be a video YouTube thinks you're going to like. If you know somebody that might benefit from this study, please share it with them. You can also share it on social media, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a great day.